Good morning. It's Sunday, about 6:30 a.m. We've been getting up. She's been getting up at 5 pretty much every day. Obviously, I get up at 3:30 during the week, so getting up at 5 is still like sleeping in. Laid her in bed for a little bit, just kind of talk about her day. She's gonna go out. She wants to get her toes done. I'm watching Adam the Woo's latest vlog, drinking my cup of coffee, importing the footage for the vlog. Let's see how much footage we have today. I know I let the camera run long when I was cooking. 48 minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna edit. This is our morning. That's how we're getting started. All right, so vlog is encoding. Tiffany is out for at least a couple of hours. I think she said maybe 2 hours was like her goal. Pretty much gonna be just me drinking the rest of this, so I don't have to be stingy. And this is the last of this creamer. I told Tiffany to grab me another silk oat milk. I've been enjoying this. There's an oatmeal cookie that we tried one time. I remember liking it, so I told her to get that again. This is the vanilla, and that's all she wrote there. Tiffany's been using this white chocolate caramel. It's made with real cream and milk. Dairy creamer. Oh, you know what? I honestly thought this was a alternative, like a almond milk, but it's just a better one. So I just finished off the last of that. I might top this off if it's not quite strong enough. All right, so it was a 19-minute vlog. We're about halfway done encoding. So Tiffany's out, and like I said, she plans on being out for about 2 hours or so. Her goal is to make like $55, something like that. And she should be able to do that no problem. Just kind of depends on how busy it is Sunday morning, which is not a time that she normally goes out.
Kids around, she's like, I can't do this anymore. I like middle school. I think she said she likes middle school the best. Because she said even the high school was too much too, because it's like opposites. Like you're chasing after little kids, or you've got the big kids who can fight
Defy you,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, so she's just like, I think middle school is doing it for me.
Just got done eating some leftovers. I finished up the last of the Indian food from the week. Last cup of coffee. I'm trying Tiffany's creamer. Just catching up with Sierra. Her and Tiffany are going to go get pedicures once she's done with her schoolwork. She's going to get ready for work. Tiffany comes back. They're going to go get the pedicures, and then Sierra's going to go off to work, and then Tiffany will come back and rejoin me here. So now I'm going to go in the office and record an episode of Riffing with Clintus, the podcast. It's been probably over a year. I'm going to do things a little different this time. At least that's my plan, my goal. And there we go. Obviously, we do video. I post this on YouTube. I post this on Spotify. Does video as well. So I always record using OBS, but I always do an audio backup just in case. At the very least, I have the audio portion to upload to the podcast feeds. So at the very least, I have that. So I always do record them both. Check. Recording level 56%. What? Why would I want it at 56? Go at 100, baby. 100. There we go. All right. I decided, since this is the podcast, to differentiate it between this and the vlog. Glasses, headset, microphone. We're getting professional here. I'll see you on the flip side. And we have success. I just recorded and uploaded episode 77 of Riffing with Clintus, my podcast. If you're new here or you've been here for a while but didn't realize that I had a podcast, it's because I haven't done one in a while. And even before the last episode, I hadn't done one from a year. It was November to November that I did 2 episodes back to back. But I used to do a podcast pretty regularly. Started off where I wanted to do interviews with friends and colleagues. And obviously that requires planning and prepping and all the things I'm not good at. And so it turned out to be a solo thing for me. But it was always an afterthought. The podcast was always third, right? It was streaming, vlogging, podcasting. And now it's vlogging, streaming, podcasting. So anyway, episode 77's up. It was great. It was only 30 minutes because I had an outline. I had talking points and I hit them all and I stayed on point. and I didn't riff, and I didn't drift, and I didn't ramble. So I think it's a pretty good episode, but I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's feedback from it. It's here on YouTube. There's actually a podcast playlist if you'd want to go back and listen to previous episodes. There's episodes with the kids. There's episodes with my friends and colleagues and whatnot. But I'm curious feedback on that format, on one topic, the whole episode being about one topic, and it kind of being a shorter episode. I'm looking forward to that feedback. Tiffany got back, and her and Sierra just went to go get some pedicures, and I just got the text that they're done with that. We're going to head over to the farmer's market because one of the kids that Sierra babysits for has a little stand over there, and he made something and he's selling them. And so we're going to check that out. The girls want to go check that out. I said, well, I want to go to the farmer's market. I'm always down to go to the farmer's market. So I'm going to throw on some, probably just throw some shoes on and meet them at the farmer's market. Ooh, we get new sandals. I like them. Yeah. I feel like you had a pair of those. Ready? Yeah.
I got a little pink duck necklace. I will probably put it on my car mirror and hang it with all my stuff. I have a bunch of stuff hanging. And then from one of the kids I actually babysit, he made these little pickleball plant succulents. So it's like in a pickleball little vase.
I didn't realize pickleball was that big.
I didn't realize either. I forgot. I haven't played pickleball in a while.
Right on. So evidently this is the second to last weekend. Next weekend's the last weekend, so a lot of vendors aren't here. They're already packing up for the season. Sorry for the wind. I forgot the mic. Didn't realize it was windy. Pizza's still here. Brick Oven Pizza. But yeah, the salsa guy is not here this week. He said it wasn't coming. Guy missing here. Guy missing on the end. And there's our pickleball planters. Sierra picked out 2 for us. Kind of look more like trees, like little mini palm trees. It's great. And then here's her little ducky necklace she got. Funny side note, the father of the little girl that made the necklace actually watched the vlogs, or watches the vlogs. I don't know if he still watches them or not, but shout out to Philip for saying hi. Appreciate that. So Tiffany was just using the moisture reader for the indoor plants. And then it made me think I should do the same for the outside plants. Right? We replanted all of these back here a couple weeks ago for Earth Day, and I asked the lady at the garden center, what should I be watering? It's a raised bed planter, and these are the primary plants in here. And she said 2 1-hour soaks a week. Start there and kind of adjust. So that's what I did. I set it to 2 1-hour soaks a week, and it's been, I don't know, 3 weeks now. So far, so good. Like, everything appears to still be doing well. We got new flowers blooming. We got new leaves sprouting on the 2 birds of paradise. The leaves have split a little bit. That bothers me. That worries me. And the tips of these are starting to turn brown. But other than that, overall, everything still looks real healthy. The ones down here, both of them look good. The leaves are dark, which is a good sign to me. So yeah, so far so good. I just thought I'd probe the soil here, and kind of just see, like, is that enough water? It's just at the end of the dry, right? So the 3 sections of this thing is dry, moist, and wet. It's right on between the moist and the dry. So, maybe taking my garden hose and just doing a quick shower over them all would be beneficial, right? Now see this one, much closer to the bird of paradise. He's actually on the end of the moist. So right after wet, it's moist. So that one's got plenty of water. This one, he's moist. So maybe this one just is a little more dry. Maybe it gets more sunshine, right? Maybe that's another good thing to know, is which of these need more water, less water, right? This one here is an old school guy. The ground's really hard. I can't actually get this probe in here. Oh, it's straight down the middle, moist. All right, cool. Well, it's only been, I did an hour soak Friday morning, so here we are in the middle of Sunday, and some of these are still showing moist. That's good. That's good. Yeah, these leaves look really healthy. Okay, this guy's a little on the dry side. This guy, these two are a little more. These get more direct sunlight back here. These guys are more dry, so maybe these guys need a little bit more water down on this end. I'm thinking the vine in the corner and these two irises that we planted, more direct sunlight perhaps. These are definitely the driest ones of the lot that I've tested and probed, whereas the one behind the spa is the most wet. So maybe these guys need a little extra TLC. Come down here with the garden hose every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Glad I actually did the test because that gives me a little more insight on what to be more aware of, to be cautious of. Those back ones are the ones. These will be fine. So far, so good. I think I might go back to Lowe's. I need to buy one more iris. I missed one. And ask them, maybe like 2 months from now, middle of summer, what should my watering be? Maybe increase it to a third day, right? So maybe I change it to like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see. All right, so Tiff just made herself a turkey burger and some zucchini. So I was like, oh, okay, it's lunchtime.
What did you eat last night? Do you burn the burgers?
No.
Oh, I should try that.
Yeah. So we got some Kirkland chicken tenders, chicken bits, chicken chunks, and some zucchini. And I got a smorgasbord of sauces here. So I have the Big Reds, which is a local brand here, lemon pepper, delicious. We have the main man flavors, blueberry habanero that Casey from the community sent me. Thank you, Casey. And then Tiffany just stocked up on Chick-fil-A sauce and their honey mustard, which I don't know if I've had this.
I think it's new.
It's new.
They have the buffalo too now.
Yeah, we love all the Chick-fil-A sauces. So yeah, just got a little bit of everything. I'm just gonna kind of just squirt and dab and go along.
Swinging at him like the entire time around the cage. And eventually the round ended, so he recovered. And then third round, he hit him with just left, right, like 6 left, rights. And eventually the last one caught him. He got knocked out.
Knocked out, wow.
And the second to last, it was that like college wrestler from Penn State. He was like 7-0, and the other guy's like 19-2. Pretty good fight, and then like I think it was at the very beginning of the second round or like end of the first round. I don't know. The wrestler was taking a lot of body shots, and one of them just he came with a knee like right to his liver, like right up here, and just and then he lost.
Damn.
Like a knockout from a body shot.
All right, first one I want to try. I was telling Tiffany, I was literally waiting for this moment. I made these chunks. Is the blueberry habanero hot sauce. On my finger, it tasted great, but I wanted to eat it on some actual chicken. It's really, really light. It's really light. Like that's the only thing I can put my finger on. It's like a super light syrup with that habanero spice to it. Not super spicy, not super sweet. It's just overall light. And like I said, I'm trying to use this as somewhat neutral. There's a little bit of seasoning on these. They're lightly seasoned. You can eat them by themselves, like a good chicken nugget. That's really, really good. If you happen to come across this, 2 thumbs up. So yesterday, Tiff had asked me to help her with a puzzle and get at least 10 pieces. I said, okay. We ended up going to the pool and chilling, the bike rides, all that sort of thing. So kind of just said, we'll do it tomorrow. And here we are. Still putting pieces in the general vicinity, but this is definitely one of the most difficult. I thought the cactus one was the hardest one.
No, the cactus one is harder. Yeah, very well. Oh, that goes there.
So she somehow kind of, this is connected, but it's crooked. So
Well, this looks like that goes there. But then this also looks like it connects there, but this is not connecting.
Look at that there.
Yeah, but this is still off. Look, it's making this like curve. Something's wrong. But look at him.
Oh.
Does this not go there? Does it not go there? Looks like it goes there,
Looks
right?
like it goes there. Maybe there. There you go. There's one more there. What you got there? Oatmeal cream pie? Oatmeal cream pie. Oh. Yeah. That's good stuff. Oh, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day. What's the temperature? 75. In the shade, it's damn perfect. You agree?
Yep.
You concur?
I have much to say there. I was going to say something, but
What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I was thinking it was like probably the coolest day, but then I'm like, no, tomorrow's supposed to be cooler.
Yeah.
And then it goes up.
Next weekend's supposed to be the first hundreds during the kids' graduations. Of course, we couldn't have graduation this weekend when the weather's perfect. It's gonna be next weekend when we're hitting triple digits. So I recorded the podcast earlier, and just obviously the topic being documenting your life and being able to look back on all those years, all those memories that literally no one can remember every detail. And even though I don't have every second of every day recorded, I have the theme of the day. I have the vibe and the feeling and the pulse of what we did that day, even if it's just small portions through my eyes. One of the examples I gave in the podcast was when I traveled, right? 3-day weekends, holiday weekends, I always went to conferences, and Sierra always had volleyball. And you recorded those games, and I was able to see that footage and be there, even though I wasn't there. When Sierra had volleyball and Bryce had basketball, and I was in one place and you were the other, we both got to watch that. You got to watch the vlog the next day and see Bryce play basketball.
And then you were able to like talk to him or her about it afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
I was editing and I saw you did this and that was awesome.
Exactly. And so yeah, just that was the whole topic of today's podcast, was just having those memories captured. I fully support people recording and documenting, all your big life moments, graduations, birthdays, holidays, vacations, that sort of thing. Especially in this day and age with technology, your phone, the cloud, you can back up stuff and store stuff, and you don't have to have, tapes and tapes and tapes like we used to back in the day. He's gonna be a soccer player. Checking in on the buildings over here. So we've got this whole giant suite, which is made for a restaurant, completely empty. And there's another one in the back corner that's also pretty big. Right now it's just one giant suite, but I think it can be broken up into two. That's how the other side is. And then this says it's under construction. Looks like we got a new tenant. Who is it? Oh, Victory Medical TI.
Oh, if that's the case, that's boring.
Boring, yeah. Oh well, can't win them all. Like I said, potentially 2 more restaurants right here. My dad actually looked at this place, but he didn't meet the requirements, like what they want specifically in this area. But coming very, very soon, we have our Asian bistro. They actually have their signage up. Check it out, check it out. That's all I care about right there. Sushi, baby. Sushi bar, Chinese, Thai. Yes, please. WZ Asian Bistro, look at that. Heck yeah. I used up the last of my creamer, so let's see what they've got here. Oatmeal creamer, French vanilla, almond, caramel, vanilla, creme brulee. It's soy, vanilla. Limited, very limited. Looks like there's another Coffee Mate Natural Bliss sweet cream. Well, I apologize. I put the camera up to charge and kind of forgot about it. Tiffany absolutely crushed on her puzzle. It's almost done, but we've been working on it for hours. Took a break, had dinner, and then she went back to it, and she's kind of like fried. She's like, all right, that's all I'm going to do, but we're going to finish it tomorrow. It's almost done. She said I had to do 10 pieces. I ended up doing, 100. Like, I was just there forever. It was good. It was nice, relaxing, just to chill with her. And then we had leftover enchiladas for dinner, some beans, the enchiladas. There's some and more enchilada sauce on top. It's delicious. Sierra got off work, grabbed some Chipotle, and we just caught up with her and Jacob and kind of figuring out what the weekend looks like next weekend, because we have a lot of stuff going on next weekend. So this coming Friday, a week from now, is Bryce's 18th birthday, as well as Sierra's graduation. She's going to be graduating with her associates at the community college she's been going to, and then she's transferring to ASU next fall. So she's going to do the whole walk and do the whole graduation, because this is a chapter in her life and it's important to her. So we're going to go watch her walk. So that's Friday, right? Graduation and Bryce's birthday. And then Monday, a week from tomorrow, is Bryce's graduation, which is kind of weird. It's on a Monday. It's at 11 o'clock, which means I won't be going into work, and it's going to be hard for other people to make it because it's the middle of the day. Like, Jack's not going to make it, but I think Chrissy and Mason are going to come. Me and my papa, my dad plans on coming. My mom plans on coming. My brothers obviously will have to miss it because they'll be working. But yeah, so that's Monday. And then the following weekend, so 2 weeks from to this weekend, is when we're going to have Bryce's graduation party, pool party at me and my papa's house. There's also Mother's Day coming up. Is that next weekend? Is Mother's Day the same weekend? I think it's always, I don't know. Anyway, Mother's Day's coming up. And then, we got summer break. Memorial Day weekend is coming up at some point. So like I said, just a lot of stuff going on. So, should be some good vlogs. So stay tuned for that. Tiff's calling tonight. She's getting ready for bed. I'm going to go crawl into bed, probably turn on the TV and fall asleep. I am probably going to watch some vlogs, because I watched Desperado before dinner and during dinner, and I don't really feel like watching another movie, so I'm just going to watch a couple vlogs to wind down and call it a night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Be on the lookout for the podcast. I did schedule it for this morning, the day that this vlog goes up. So the podcast actually went up before this vlog. So if you haven't yet, go give it a watch/listen. It's only about 30 minutes long. Let me know your feedback on it. I really enjoyed making it, and I plan on making a few more. So thanks again, and I will see you tomorrow.